I just want to start. Obviously, your return didn't go your way. Fought a really tough guy in Deiveson Figueiredo. Like, what went wrong in that fight for you?
Man, honestly, everything was going really good in that fight. It's a fight that I wanted. I asked for the fight. My weight cut was good. The camp was good. I felt really good in the fight. Um, he hit me with a jab. And when he hit me with the jab, my mouthpiece kind of went to the back of my throat. And I panicked a little bit, and I took a panic leg shot so that I could fix my mouthpiece. And as soon as I shot, he slapped on a guillotine. So the guillotine was tight, but more than anything, I was panicking. I thought I was going to choke to death on my mouthpiece. So I kind of had a panic tap, and not taking anything away from Deiveson. He won that fight, but honestly, I feel like I win that fight 9 out of 10 times. So it didn't happen the way I wanted, but I feel like I didn't lose much in that fight.
Now seeing him fight for the title, like, does that hurt the loss even more? That could have been you. You could have been right there for the title shot.
No, I knew that was the case. I knew Cejudo wasn't going to come back down. I knew Joseph Benavidez, he should be the guy that's in line for it. So I know a win with Deiveson would have put me in that position. So, no, I expected that to happen. I knew it was going to happen, and, that's the way it should be happening. Joe B deserves to get this shot. I actually just trained with him this morning. We sparred together this morning.
Is Benavidez someone you've always trained with, or is this new?
Since I moved to Las Vegas, me and him have been together. I moved up here to train with Robert Follis, and I have the UFC PIs. As soon as I got here, I was training here, but I've been training with him for a while since after the Ultimate Fighter. I pretty much sought him out and tried to train near or around him as much as possible.
You guys have fought each other. Like, is that and he's obviously one of the best flyweights in the world. Like, how important is that in your training camp, being able to train with him?
Oh man, it's the best. And we fought. He beat me. Then I was his first pick on the Ultimate Fighter. He coached me to win the Ultimate Fighter. Coached me all the way up for a UFC World Title. Now we together, and so for me, it would be picture perfect if I could get a fight him for the World Title. It would just be that's the kind of shit they make movies about. And we're both the kind of guys that it's all business, and all it would mean if we were to fight each other was that our team and our training is going right. So, that's the goal right now.
You're fighting Askar Askarov. He's obviously coming off a draw in his UFC debut. He's a tough guy. Like, what do you know about him?
Honestly, I don't know much. I know he's he kind of takes an ugly shot. He's real clingy. He doesn't want to strike much. Good submissions, good grappler. Really sneaky off his back. But I don't know too much about him, and I didn't watch very much tape. I just I let my coaches do that. And I did watch the Brandon Moreno fight because I trained with him some, and he's my friend. I thought Brandon Moreno won that fight, but it was a really good fight, and he's a tough opponent.
This fight, you're obviously coming out the loss. Like, how important is this fight to win for you?
Oh man, this is everything. A loss here, I could be looking at getting cut again. So this is my most important fight right now. I have to win this one in order to keep in the promotion. So I'm kind of put into a corner right now. But I like that. I've been there before. I like these high pressure situations. When shit's going smooth, I don't fight as well. But when shit's kind of not going right, I tend to overcome. So this whole camp, I've kind of embraced that. I was in a car accident. I got hit and run car accident. I took a little injury from that. Me, my daughter, my girlfriend Gina Mazzani, we all got we were bad sick for a week. So all that negative stuff just motivates me and makes me feel good. So I'm feeling ready to go.
It sounds like you've had a bit of a hectic camp though, but when you fought pretty recent, just in October, did you expect to be fighting this soon in January?
I knew I wanted to get a quick turnaround. Ideally, I was hoping to win that fight and then to get a fight my friend and teammate Joe B. That was what we were hoping for. That's what we were training for. So then a loss here, I knew right away I was going to get a quick turnaround if I lost, as long as I didn't take any damage. So I was surprised that I got the fight that I want. I actually asked for the Figueiredo fight, and I asked for this fight, and I got them both. So it feels good for me to be able to go out and just be like, hey, I want to fight this guy. And the UFC's like, yeah, no problem, because they know I'm going to come, show up, and make weight and put on a good show.
What drew you to ask for Askarov?
Just after watching him and Brandon Moreno, out of the two, I would just rather fight Askar. Brandon seems more dangerous. Plus, he's my buddy. So Askar was an obvious choice. The fight I really wanted was Kai Kara France. but I knew I wasn't going to get that fight. So Askar was just like the next logical choice. He's 11-0. He's ranked, so I want to beat those guys. I want to get the good wins out of the way now, so I can get that title shot.
The flyweight division, it's obviously starting to move along now that you have Benavidez versus Figueiredo for the title. So like, obviously you come off the loss. His win is huge, but like division wise and ranking wise, like how big is this? How big would a win be for you to get right up there for the next title shot?
I mean, it's huge, but like right now for all the guys, this is the best time ever to be a flyweight. Like there's more noise right now than ever. Like there's true flyweights fighting for the flyweight belt. The guy that's been in the game forever, and Joe B. So like a win here, I feel like if I win this and I can win another smart fight, like there's no reason why I can't be in the title contention talk again.
You're on this card. Obviously, McGregor, Cerrone. McGregor cards always get a lot of eyeballs on it. Like, what's it gonna be like fighting on a card headlined by McGregor?
I mean, I've fought on cards like this before, so nothing new. The goal stays the same. The good thing is I've been on these cards before. I've fought with the best, most popular guys. I fought on pay-per-view cards before, so I feel like if anything, it works more to my advantage. He's going to be coming here to Las Vegas, where I live, fighting in the desert. He's coming into my house, so my confidence is at an all-time high.
Yeah, like just looking at record, like you fought on like 167 with St. Pierre in Vegas. Like you fought on John Jones Glover. Like you fought on a lot of these big cards in Vegas. Like, do you think that's an advantage you have over Askar, that he hasn't fought on any of these big U.S. cards, that he won't really know what the crowd and what the atmosphere is going to be like?
I do. I mean, it can't hurt. I'm sure he's fought in front of some big, crowds over there in Russia, but that's different here. Like the Vegas fans are loud. The stadium is loud. Like it's the pinnacle of the sport. So I know he's never been on that stage because he hasn't been around, and I have been there. So it's definitely going to be to my advantage.
You what's it like being able to fight in Vegas? Obviously, you train there. You don't have to travel anywhere to fight. Like, how much better will that make fight week for you?
Man, it's a thing for if you have a kid, man. It sucks because I have to drag her around with me, in and out of hotels and stuff. So here, my kid can just kind of stay at the house, and she's got friends and family here that if I need any help, like it's just so much easier. And not having to get on an airplane, cutting weight, and doing all that. It's mentally it helps me a lot.
You were coming off that knee injury where you had all the, like, you tore basically everything in your knee. Like, was that a worry for you when you went to that Figueiredo fight, that you didn't really know how your knee was going to hold up?
Man, before I had the fight, I was worried about it, but up until the fight, man, my knee was the only thing that wasn't giving me problems really. The rest of my body was kind of tired from not training for a year, but my knee feels brand new. Like, no problems with the knee. It's the best part of my body right now, so...
You've been in the UFC for quite a while. Like, you were in it back in like 2012. Like, you made your original debut, and then you were caught. The flyweight had that big flyweight purge. Like, what do you make of the state of the flyweight division now? Because a lot of people, after DJ left, they didn't think the division was going to hang on. Then when Cejudo moved up, everyone thought, oh, the flyweight's going to get cut. Now it seems like the UFC is interested in the flyweights once again. They're signing more flyweights. Like, what are your thoughts on the state of the division?
Right now, it's the best. Like I said, it's the best time to be a flyweight. Like there's more backing. There's more people paying attention to it right now because of the whole Cejudo thing. And I don't think Cejudo leaving really hurts it, especially because Cejudo will leave until he can't win at 35 anymore, and then he'll probably come back down and it'll stir the division up all over again. But I think just a recognition, people, even the negative press, it was still people getting eyes on the division, and whether they hate the flyweights or they love the flyweights, the ticket sells the same. So I feel like right now is a good time to be a flyweight, and there's a lot of good guys that have been re-signed, and the fights have been amazing at the division right now, and we're about to have a true flyweight test and a new world champion. So I'm excited. I think the division is wide open right now for the flyweights.
Are you one of those people that agree with Cejudo that he saved the flyweight division?
I mean, he brought some attention to it. TJ Dillashaw played a big role in that too, was coming down. But yeah, all those guys have helped. Just like I said, whether it's negative or positive, as long as it's something, people are getting involved. And I think a lot of it was people would just like talk shit without actually knowing. But the negative comments, I think, kind of swayed, and the negative press kind of swayed a lot of people like to watch the fights. And the fights have been good with the flyweights, so I don't think it's going to be an issue.
How do you see this fight playing out between you and Askar?
You know, it's hard to say. I know he's going to be really anxious to try to get a takedown. I'm usually a guy that likes to go forward and get all wild, but I feel like for this fight, I need to like get on my bicycle and do some backpedaling and really work my movement and athleticism. Usually in this division, I'm not the most athletic guy, and I'm not the faster guy, but I feel like in this fight, I'm the more athletic guy, and I am the faster guy. So my plan is just to try to out-athlete him, try to be the better athlete, and just be out of his way.
Will Benavidez be in your corner, or are you guys not going to corner each other?
No, we just train together. He wouldn't want me in his corner.
After this fight, like, what's the goal for 2020? So you obviously have that quick fight. Is the goal obviously help Benavidez win the title? And then what's the rest of your year look like in your ideal scenario?
Ideally, I win this fight. I get a quick turnaround, get another win, and then kind of just see where the division's at. But the goal is to try to get a fight Joe. Joe's gonna knock Figueiredo out. I have no question in that. So I think Joe's going to be the champ, and I'm going to keep training with him and keep learning from him and trying to steal his shit until I can be there with him. Or if I can't ever get there, then I'll just be a good teammate and support him and be stoked for a guy who's been fighting forever and deserves to get this shot finally.
Yeah, what's it like for you? Because obviously you are a teammate with Joe. Joe's a guy that everyone thinks should have gotten a title shot for years. Like he had those 2 losses to DJ, and then DJ just kept on winning. And then Cejudo held up the division. So, like, what's it like for you to see him finally get another title shot?
Man, it's well deserved. Like the guy's, he's been in the game forever. He's one of the guys who stuck with the flyweights. He never talked about abandoning the division. So, like, I think it's awesome. I think he deserves it, and I think that I think he's going to win this fight. I feel like stylistically, it's a good matchup for him. Deiveson's kind of a big puncher and kind of slow, and Joe's a fast little shit. He's got hands, so I feel like it's a good fight for him and well deserved. Like he stayed in it long enough, and he's finally getting some money back in his investment into the division.
A lot of training partners don't really want to fight each other. Why are you and Joe so keen on fighting each other?
I don't know if he's keen on fighting me, and I'm only keen on fighting him because he's the best. Like right now, he's the best. He's going to be the champ. And, like, I want to fight the best guys, and especially us being teammates, man. Like, I moved up here to train with his coach, Robert Follis. The coach ended up killing himself. Me and him already fought each other once. So if we could fight each other for a title, I feel it would be doing our coach, who I moved up here to train with, like, we would be doing him a really good service and a really good honor for that night.
All right, well, Tim, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, anytime. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day.